And we should be live.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Sweet Suffering. I know it's been a while since we've been here. There's been some family issues and technical issues and just a whole bunch of stuff getting in our way, but we're finally back. And just a short little recap. The group had headed down into the Dwarven City in order to assist where they could. And while the original intent was to simply delay the dragon and the cult forces while the city evacuated, they ended up killing the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So, on their way in to the city, looking like the badasses that they are,
we try.
Dixit fist bumped the king and
Fist bumper of the stars.
they went in and had a short little rest while all the citizens came back into the city, and everybody has now been gathered out in front of the castle of the Dwarven King. So, standing in front of everyone, the king gives a little speech proclaiming our group. I don't remember if you guys had ever actually
I think
come
we
up
called
with
it
a name.
wildlife or something.
Ah, yes, wildlife. That is correct. I remember now. I did not remember earlier. But declaring wildlife to be the champions of the Dwarven Kingdom. And saying that the next day they would be holding a feast in your honor.
Oswald is very pleased to hear this.
Good socializing.
Nice.
Does anybody wish to say anything to the assembled crowd of dwarves?
Datrum doesn't really do crowds that well, so.
Don't think any of us do.
No.
Oswald would probably step forward, actually, being around his people. Not really to say anything, but actually just to kind of just look around and see if he recognizes any familiar faces. Although he probably would shout out just a roar of triumph and just say, "Wildlife has triumphed!"
And with that, a loud roaring cheer erupts throughout the crowd.
And I am just standing there with my hand over my face, like thoroughly embarrassed. I'm like,
Okay. The ceremony is fairly low key in that it doesn't go on very long. And so the crowd quickly disperses, and you guys are led back to the barracks if you wish, or you can mingle with the crowd. Your choice.
I would definitely
Anybody have
spend some
any-
time with my people.
I'm probably
Okay.
gone.
I'm not up for wandering.
Well, I ask if there's anyone who would be knowledgeable about religion somewhat.
Well, the king says, "Well, we do have our temple. I don't know which religion you follow."
Well, just someone who would be able to have a professional understanding.
Oh, he points off to the from where you guys are facing, because you're facing the smithies and the mine and all that. So he points to your left.
By the way, I'm not scaring the crap out of people, right? Because you said that amulet kind of suppressed some of my veins, right?
Right. They are still there, but they're not, there.
Okay. I say, would you guys be okay with? Would you guys be all right? I'll catch up with you back in town later. I need to go ask a few questions in the temple real quick.
Certainly,
Okay,
whatever you need to do.
We can divide and conquer. I need to go.
I'll
see
be
some
back.
sort of
I'll be
event.
I'll be back. I'll be back to town in maybe a few hours or so.
Okay.
Okay.
No problem.
So Oswald first, since he doesn't really have to go too far to mingle. I would like you to actually roll an investigation check.
Okay. 18.
Nice. There is an older woman, sort of towards the back. She has trouble meeting your gaze. It's been so long that she doesn't look familiar or anything, but she doesn't look directly at you. And when you get closer, she tries to hide. Unsuccessfully, but she tries to hide.
Sneaky woman, show your face. I want to look into your eyes.
She looks up at you, and because of her age, she's sort of hunched over. But she looks up at you, and there are tears in her eyes.
Why are you crying?
Is your name Oswald?
I think I don't know. I've always called myself Oswald.
Lost when you were just a wee babe.
I am a grizzly. I am a bear. But
At that
really.
at that point, she just breaks out crying, throws her arms around you, and says, "It is you! It is!"
So Oswald really doesn't know how to react to this, but he's definitely still a little on edge about this. So I'd like to roll insight and just see what's going on here.
Okay.
Yeah, he's still kind of a little sketch on that. So 13.
She's, although she is, for lack of a better term, worked up. She is very honest and has actually come to recognize you.
Okay. Yeah, Oswald just kind of like tackled, instead of being the tackler, he's the tacklee, and he's kind of just really confused as to what's going on. But eventually he just kind of, he's seen people hug before, he knows what that is, so he eventually just brings her a little close and then kind of just pushes her away. It just looks like, just almost awkwardly, because he has no concept of how to really interact with people. He like really actually just gets right in her face and just looks into her eyes.
So, being this close, and it is not quite as bright here as it is on the surface, but you can now see that she actually has the same color eyes as you do. Would it be too much to ask to maybe go get some ale with you?
I just throw my arm over her shoulder and start walking to the nearest pub.
Okay. You sit down. She tells the barkeep, "It's all on for us. It's all on me tonight." As the barkeeper is still unloading the casks of ale that he had been trying to evacuate with.
Oh right, yeah, because everybody was bailing.
Yeah. He nods, and from one of the taps one of the kegs, and sets ale in front of you. It's like, it was so long ago. I feared you were dead.
It is hard to kill a bear. Though my brother did bite me. And I actually pull my bear cloak off and show the giant bear bite marks out of my shoulder.
Oh, my dear boy. I lost your father and your brother that day.
Oswald's just very thoroughly confused. I am not deer. I am a bear.
She chuckles at that.
I couldn't resist.
No, that's fine. She chuckles at that and wipes her eyes and then takes a big swig of her ale.
Also in kind. You mean my My dwarf brother, not my bear brother.
Of course. We were traveling to this kingdom, moving from one kingdom to here because of the opportunity, and unfortunately after losing everybody else, I had to take a position as a cleaning woman.
Oswald takes a moment and just looks her in the eye again, takes a big drink of his ale, reaches into his pocket, and casts a spell. And then, assuming that she just kind of doesn't know what's going on, he's actually just going to turn his entire bag of money onto the table and just push it towards her.
No. I make plenty of money. Keep it. She pushes it back. Those
I have seen
are your earnings.
I have seen that these make people happy. And if you are my blood, then that is what I want. I never had a person family. I don't know how a person family works. This is the only way I know how to make people happy.
You make me happy just by being here. And she continues. She's actually putting the money back into your bag for you.
All right, I just start doing that as well.
No. I'm just so glad you survived.
I am a bear. I am tough.
So your father and your dwarven brother weren't so lucky.
I lost a bear sister once.
I'm sorry.
It is the way of life. As long as you have a family and friends, and I refill her ale and hand it back to her and clank cups with her, and then everything is fine. I just take a big gulp of my drink.
And she drinks hers with you.
I am a dwarf. If this is the way of our people, and point to the ale, then this is my blood. And I am happy to be your blood too, mother.
She smiles at that. Like, if you'd like, in a few weeks I can take you to the gravesite of where the attack happened.
What is gravesite? What is that?
It's where your father and brother were buried after we found their bodies.
I will go with you and try to remember.
You were so young.
I am glad that I knew my name. That I am Oswald. But I know that while I am Oswald Bear, and my friend is Hook Dragon, and Simplicity Goat, and Datrum Dragon, and Severe Ass,
Poignant moment broken.
I know that dwarves are not animals. So what is your name? What is our name?
We were the Stone Bearer clan.
Stone, just make sure I heard it right. Stone Bearer, not Stone Bear.
No, Stone Bear.
Stone Bear. Okay.
B-E-A-R.
Okay, cool. I like it.
Wow.
All right. So I am a bear.
Yes, it's It's rather fortunate that the creatures did take you in.
It was... Well, it was the only life I knew. I have many scars, and I can actually kind of lean in a little bit and say, I can speak with them and understand. And I know that as unique to me, I hear their growls as more than that. It is strange. I can meditate and speak with them. They are my family, and my new friends are my family. And now I'm with my first family. And he smiles a little bit.
She smiles too. I don't know if you want to role play it out or not, but she gets into a discussion concerning your family tree and telling you about home life and that sort of thing.
Cool. Yeah, just spend the rest of the evening with her, and just. I mean, he there's still a lot for him to process, and I'm not sure if Oswald would really even understand what he needs to process anyway. So he's just going to spend the rest of the night boozing, and then eventually make his way back to the barracks. Obviously, he wants to know where she lives and all that kind of stuff, so we can continue to meet up.
And what her name is?
Well, I mean, what her first name is too, as well.
Okay. Where is that note?
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. She goes by Maggie.
Maggie, I like it.
Yes.
Maggie Stone Bear, my mother.
Aww.
Aww.
So, all right. So while that's going on, Datrum, you head over into the temple, and you find that the clerics, while you had expected the temple to be to have been evacuated, and so they should be coming back and unpacking, they never unpacked, or they never packed up. They look like they had barricaded themselves in and were getting ready for a siege, staying in the temple. So they're actually putting everything back into place, but they're not unpacking like their holy artifacts and that sort of thing.
I look for someone who's willing to speak to me.
And the first person you walk up to, one of the lower level clerics, of course. He stops what he's doing. What can I do you for?
Hello. I show him the amulet of Bahamut. This amulet right here has proven to hold abilities I'm not sure. I'm not sure our own cleric can be able to identify. Is there someone here that can?
Rude.
Well,
Whoa!
I'm sorry, sir. Our own cleric doesn't even lift. Do you lift? You certainly look like you
Sorry.
do.
Sorry.
Sneaky.
You're not
Somebody's
there.
talking
You're
about
not
her.
there for the. You're not there for the record, so you don't know it. You don't know I'm saying this.
If you're a tiefling, do your horns burn instead of your ears? Is that how it works?
By the way,
gonna-
they itch.
I was gonna say sneezing fit.
I just want to say, Cap, we're not having a go. We're just enjoying the moment.
Okay.
Yeah. So, the cleric actually points to the high cleric who's directing things. Says, "Yeah, he could probably help you."
Hello. May I have your name? It'd be nice
Are
to know
you
the
talking
person.
to the high cleric or the?
Yeah, the high cleric. Yes, the high cleric.
He's called Torm. Torm.
Torm. Okay. I'll just put that in
My
chat.
name's Torm.
Hello, Torm. I pull out the amulet. This amulet has proven to show different abilities than I've anticipated. This amulet is a symbol of Bahamut, which both me and my other Dragonborn associate friend, we've both been able to wield, but for some reason with me it set out burst of light that really helped us to save our own lives against the battle with the. I forgot what was the Black Dragon's name or
Mirlax.
character Miralax. Help with Miralax. Maybe you can help identify what this means. And I described like the phenomena that happened with it. So,
Well, if you don't mind me.
I don't have a clear memory out top of my head, so
That's fine. It's been a couple weeks since we last played, so understandable. Now he says, "Well, if I can take a look at the amulet a moment."
I took off the amulet for a second, and I assume my veins reappear.
No, they don't.
Oh, they don't.
No.
Okay.
I mean, they never disappeared. They just receded.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I assume that they come. They
Yeah.
assume that they come back with the same intensity that they have if I wasn't wearing it. So.
No, they don't. However, when you go to put it in his hand, it passes right through his hand and clatters to the floor.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
He-
And I go back and pick it up again.
He actually looks at his hand for a moment, and I felt that pass right through. Apparently, only a follower of Bahamut can handle it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to be of any help to you, but I just have to say that was the weirdest feeling thing I've ever.
Any sort of divine help will be helpful. And I put somewhere like on a table or something, find some place where it won't pass through his hand, so he can examine it easier.
Okay.
Question. Sorry. Okay, out of character, what deity temple is he in? Is it Bahamut?
No. This is. Hold on.
It shouldn't be for dwarves in theory, but
Moradin, maybe? Well, that's my other bro. With my little ball of hate. My adventurers league.
if Akiva says "lolf," I'm gonna scream.
Oh God, no.
Feel enough
No,
of the ball
that's a
out of the
dro god.
abyss.
That's for the dro.
Thank God.
Mhm.
I need to get a good feel of what.
No, this is a temple to the god Tyr, Tyr.
Ooh,
Well, that's a Norse god.
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, it's also a god of Faerun, but yeah, that's who it's
Yeah.
based off of. Is the actual
Yeah, they do exist in the canon world too.
Yeah.
Just wanted to clarify that.
So he sits there and he looks at it, and he actually prays over it. And a few minutes go by, and then a few more, and he stops, turns his head to the side, looks at you, and says,
Ow, sorry. Ow.
It's a connection to Bahamut. That's all I can tell you.
Dachum sighs for a moment. All right. Thank you for your help, anyways. And I pick the amulet back up and put it around my neck.
Okay.
I thank him. I leave the temple a donation of 5 gold.
Oh, many thanks. Thank you. All donations help.
Mm-hmm.
And he puts it into the donation box that's affixed to the wall.
That's the polite
And
way to
then,
say that your donation was shit, bro.
I'm just like, I've got everybody trained. This is exciting.
You do actually, yeah.
It's not.
And-
It's not.
I'm
Hey,
just
hey,
fucking with you.
Cap,
5 gold's
Cap.
fine.
The feeling you get is he would say that regardless if it was
I know.
5 copper or 5,000 gold.
Sorry, I'll stop interrupting. I couldn't resist.
Okay. All right, and then assuming, because I heard that all because I saw Oswald leave, and I assumed that he probably went to a tavern. I go to find. I go try and find him.
Roll an investigation check.
I'm actually good at this. Maybe not.
What?
Yeah, damn.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay, so there are 5 different taverns,
In other
Plus-
words, good luck.
plus 3 inns that have taverns of their own.
Wow.
So
Oh,
you
jeez.
have 8 different places that you can look.
I'm pretty loud.
Do you? Well, so are dwarves,
It's very true.
and they're celebrating.
With my peoples.
So, so the question is, are you going around looking for him specifically, or are you just going to a tavern?
I'm looking for him specifically.
Okay, well, with a 21, you find him. Just as he and his mother are getting into the family tree.
Do I see Datrum, or does he see me first?
He sees you first because the with as much commotion as is going on, you're having to actually sit pretty close to your mom to actually hear her.
Cool.
So I see like Oswald talking to someone.
An older woman dwarf. Yes.
I probably would not interrupt, and I just order a drink from the bar itself. Just take a drink, and I just sit and wait. Not really staring at them. Just looking at the bar.
Okay.
There's a conversation to finish.
Okay. Is there anybody wanting to do anything else during this time?
Yes.
'Kay.
Simplicity would like to look for somebody who can identify the ring that I obtained in the first session that I still have in my inventory as a ring of some sort. So I don't think it's been identified yet.
Okay.
So any sort of arcane store would be awesome.
Okay. Unfortunately, this particular kingdom does not have one.
Really? Not anybody would be able to identify a magical ring at all?
I didn't say that. I just said that if you're looking for an arcane store or an arcane tower, you're not going to find one.
Cool. Okay, so let's take a look for people who may be able to identify a ring.
Okay.
I'm being really
Um,
sarcastic today. I'm sorry.
Roll an investigation.
Investigation.
Mhm.
Okay, skills. Investigation.
Okay, with a 15, you actually ask one of the city guards, and they point you to the castle where the king keeps an arcane advisor.
Okay. I would much like an audience.
There you go, Dixit.
Okay.
Hello? Sorry about that.
Hello.
Hello.
No, you're good.
Welcome back.
All right, so Simplicity, you go into the castle, you make the request, and you're only kept waiting 5 minutes, which is, in your experience, really fast service at a castle.
Exactly. It's adorable. Thank you.
An older gnome, his beard tucked into his belt, so you don't know exactly how long it is. He comes waddling up.
I instantly get down to his level, greet him, and go hi.
He actually looks mildly insulted that you're doing so.
I'm a very awkward person.
That works.
Despite my charisma, I'm not socially in tune. It's like,
Okay, so yeah, you've got a question?
I pull out the ring and I just go, I found this in the, near the beginning of my journey. And I was just hoping that maybe, considering your skills, would be able to hopefully identify it and see if it's worth anything.
He takes it, holds it in his hand, and mumbles for a few moments. One moment while I...
She has a big wide smile and she's kind of sitting there like a puppy. But with the tail and everything. I just come to realize I use my tail for a lot of things.
Goes, oh, this is a ring of protection.
The ring of protection.
Yes. It gives you a I don't know exactly how he would phrase it, so I'm going to say it out of character. It gives you a +1 to your armor class.
Absolutely, I will take that and slip it on. I duck my head down because it's a common thing for prayer. That's the only thing I know for the most part. And do I owe you anything for this service?
You just saved our kingdom. I think this is the least I can do.
Honestly, I insist. You're doing me a favor now.
Tell you what, tomorrow, bring me an ale and we're even.
Absolutely, done.
He chuckles, claps his hand on your shoulder, and starts to turn to walk away.
I wave awkwardly, and I leave the room.
Okay.
And then I would actually just like to go back to the barracks. I have no need to go to the tavern.
Okay.
But I'd also like to put it that I slip on the ring of protection, and I will do the adjustments.
Okay.
Mine, son of a bitch. Sorry.
Dixit.
Tanky cleric is a good cleric.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Not going to hear any complaints from me.
Dixit, Hook, and Amy, do you guys want to do anything?
I'm looking for like a pipe shop or a place where I can buy a new pipe.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go to the barracks.
Okay. Hook, what are you doing? Just real quick. Did you mute?
He said RB or B, so he may still be.
Oh, BRB. Okay. So, all right then. So Dixit's, you come to the one of the general stores, and you actually see them offloading a crate marked pipeweed.
Oh, I walked on.
Hello. Not quite open yet. Still getting everything unpacked.
Can I wait outside until you open?
That'll be tomorrow.
Oh boy, I just really want to buy a pipe.
Oh yeah, sure. Recognizing you that from being up on stage, he just pops open the crate, and you see that it's actually split down the middle, half filled with pipeweed, the other half filled with pipes. Take your pick.
Does anyone like call out to me or pop out?
Roll a percentile die.
All right.
No, none of them really seem to stand out.
Wow, a 7.
I just buy some of the. I was like, you know what? No, there's nothing I find here that piques my interest. I'm sorry for your time.
He shrugs. No worries. Closes up the crate, or places the lid back on the crate. Doesn't actually hammer it down, and picks it up, carries it back inside.
Yeah, and then I just go back to the barracks.
All right. So back to Oswald and Datrum. Finishing things up between Oswald and Maggie. She says to you, Can I sit nearby tomorrow during the feast?
Of course.
She nods and gives you another hug before heading back home, which is in the castle because that's also where she works.
So do I then see Datrum?
Yes, you see him sitting down towards the end of the bar.
All right, I actually just like sprint towards him and just like almost tackle him off of his seat.
I'm really happy I'm not there.
Probably,
Okay,
probably
so-
spilling ale all over the bar and everything.
Oz, make an athletics check. Daedrum, either athletics or acrobatics.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
26.
Wow.
Okay, good. Daedrum, although it does rock you and slosh a little bit of your ale onto the bar, it does. You don't get knocked over. You maintain your
Careful.
seat.
Careful there. I just got this.
Daedrum Dragon, and I grab him and like start shaking him and like looking him right in the eye.
What?
You see a single tear come out of Oz's eyes, and you see his eyes are actually a little red, like he's been crying a lot. I found my mother.
You did.
I did. I have a dwarf family now.
That's great for you, Oswald.
And I just give him a big hug.
Oh, can I ask him to roll strength check, see how tight it is?
Oz, go ahead and roll the strength check.
Oh, I'm too excited for having found my mommy. So
That's what gives you your advantage, and it actually knocks the breath out of you, Daedrum.
Okay. I can't breathe.
Oh. I just rub his back a little bit and sit, and I call the bartender. I cast my spell a few times and just say, "He needs to drink, and so do I."
I already had one. Okay.
The bartender, being a dwarf, having like 3 or 4 mugs of ale in front of any one customer is not unusual. So he just. So depending on how much you spend, that's how many ales he puts in front of you, Oz.
I said I cast my spell a few times, so let's see how much money I drop on the counter.
Oswald,
My
you are
God.
doors, right?
Let's see here.
You saw what happened the last time I tried to drink something super.
So about 10 gold.
You saw what happened.
So with the 10 gold drop, he doesn't put pints of ale. He takes a cask and sets it up on the bar for you and taps it so that you can pour your own drinks at will.
I am not able to finish a whole cask.
We'll save some for later, Daedrum. I want to keep my mind for now. I will drink, and it will be fun. But I have new memories of a mother that I didn't know I had, and I do not want to ruin them with the fuzz of drink.
Out of character, who has the bag of holding?
We all have a bag.
You each have one. Each of you have one.
Oh, we each have a bag of holding.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh,
Kind
okay.
of hoard, people.
I wasn't expecting that. Sorry. Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. Why don't we save that for later? Because I'm not going to be able to finish a whole cask myself. Or you and I will not be able to finish a whole cask. Or maybe you might. I might not.
As I said, I do not want to drink too much either. I have fresh memories of my mother, and I do not want to ruin them with ale. I pat him on the
He's
back
learning.
again. I'm sorry. My eyes have been leaking. It is very strange.
No, that's perfect. Fine. That's That's happiness, Oswald. Happy for you. You get to meet family again.
Do you have family?
A brother. Black scales, blue eyes like mine. He's off on his.
Hook. Hi, Hook.
Hi, Hook.
He has a webcam. It's crazy.
Sorry to interrupt. It's my cell phone.
Ah.
He's.
It's a Dixit.
Anyway, sorry. What were you saying, Daedrum?
He's off on his own. He's off on his own quest. Never came back though. I don't know where he is. Haven't seen him ever since we both left the. Since we both left the orphanages, the orphanage that we lived in.
If he is half as strong as you are, he will do fine. In the meantime,
He's not very. He's. I do worry for him. He's a little bit more impulsive than I am.
I am.
It's an Amy.
I am impulsive as well. I know this word. It is strange being around people. I am so used to bears and deer.
Lions and tigers and bears on my own.
It will be fine. We should head back to our barracks and get some rest. There is feasting to be done tomorrow.
I'm probably not going to be getting much sleep. I have something I want to work on, but I mean, if you will be willing to get up pretty early, hopefully, if I finish this work, maybe you'll be able to help me.
I would be honored, Datrum Dragon. I just clasp him around the shoulder again, clank drinks with them, and that's all I got for the night. So.
Okay. So I assume you stash the keg in the bag of holding.
Assuming it'll fit, I'll pull a grog and we'll have pocket ale. Why not?
That works.
How much weight can a bag of holding hold again? Just so I have it in my notes.
Isn't
I
it
think
like 600 pounds or something?
It's a lot.
I thought it was like 5,000.
I'll dig it up real quick.
Enough.
So we can keep things moving. I'll dig it up.
Okay. Okay. I'm just trying to keep track of
it's
that.
500 pounds, not exceeding a volume of 64 cubic feet.
Okay.
Oh wait, you guys have the dragon bones and dragon scales in there, don't you?
Some of us.
No, Oz was carrying them.
I was
that's what I'm
carrying
saying.
them. Yeah, well, I guess in that case it probably wouldn't fit in the bag then. So
No, it wouldn't.
well, I'll just carry it back to the barracks,
Yeah.
and we'll figure that stuff out.
Yeah, you easily
At this
have
point
the
in
strength to
drunkenness,
do
I probably forgot that I even have the bag anyway. So
that works. Okay, so you're all back at the barracks. Hook, was there anything that you wanted to do before resting for the night?
No, not particularly.
Okay. So you guys go back to the barracks and get your rest. Datrum, you'd said there was
Yes.
something you wanted to do during the night, or
Well, yeah, the business that we talked about over Skype. So, see if now is an appropriate time to start working on that.
you can.
Okay.
However, it does. Which mutagen are you working with?
I wanted to work on a new mutagen with the dragon blood that we collected.
Okay. Are you going to rest before doing so or after?
I'll take a little rest before. I'll be lying down in bed and stuff every now and again because the process is going to take a little while. So,
unless you actually lay down to rest for a solid 8 hours, you're going to need to make Constitution checks or suffer exhaustion.
I'll make those con checks. That's fine.
Okay. So I'm going to say roll 4 Constitution checks.
What is that? I can't see. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, it's not okay. That's even worse.
Yep.
And
Yikes.
so 2 okays and 2 bads.
And because the bad was a natural 1, you have 3 levels of exhaustion.
Ooh.
So let's take a look at what that
Ow.
means.
it's really bad.
Yep.
That's gonna sting a little, but for the creation of something potentially new, Datrum would have done it. So
Okay, so you have disadvantage on ability checks. Your speed is halved, and you have disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws.
okay,
Disadvantage on everything.
Just about.
Basically.
Okay, I got that.
Okay, so
Like if I did nat one, I would have 2 levels of exhaustion, wouldn't I?
yes, if you had not rolled a nat 1, it would only be 2.
Okay.
But because you got the nat 1, you completely skipped that little rest period that you had set aside for yourself.
Daedrum is, like I said, Daedrum is a bit of an addict to these mutagens, so this would not be out of character for him.
Okay. So working through the night, you get 1 mutagen made. You're not sure what it does.
Mm-hmm. But I was saying that night I also created a neutralizing agent too.
Nope. One or the other.
All right, then the question mark mutagen it is. And then
One sec, guys.
okay. Okay. All right, and then so next morning appears.
Yep. Next morning appears. You are.
I'm up earlier before everyone else, and I go and shake Oswald and Hook awake. See if-
Okay.
I'm up at dawn.
Okay.
Good morning, Daedrum.
Would you and Oswald mind coming with me? I have something I need to test, and I would like both of you being there.
While we're walking on there, I
Certainly.
tell Hook. I say, Hook, my eyes were leaking yesterday. I found my mother. My
You
dwarf-
did?
My dwarf family.
Oh, Oz, that's wonderful.
My name is.
Oh, I'm so happy.
My name is Oswald. I was right somehow all that time. Oswald Stonebear.
Oh. So you are a bear then?
And I just clasp him on the back and we just keep walking.
Okay.
Splendid.
So where do you guys head to
Somewhere
test this?
abandoned, preferably,
The best place
or
to,
somewhere abandoned and enclosed. I would say.
well, you're completely underground, so technically everywhere is enclosed.
Well, I mean, enclosed in a building, kind of abandoned building. I guess would be the best thing to say then.
To the best of your knowledge, the best place to go would actually be back out onto the battlefield.
Okay, we go back out. I take him back out to the battlefield.
Okay. The guards, let you pass. They do close the doors behind you, but there are lookouts and sentries and such. So,
Hook and Oswald, you would see me kind of a little bit of a mess.
Are you
he's staggering as he's walking.
I sort of catch up to him and help him walk along. What is on your mind? And did you drink too much? I am sorry.
No, I had a spark of inspiration last night, given the stuff that we had. And I created this, and I pull out the dragon blood mutagen that I have here.
What does it do?
I do not know. Usually, procedures in my order would say that we would have someone of great strength and of great arcane to be able to observe the testing procedure. However, I don't.
Start cracking my
I don't. However, simplicity is. I do not wish to bother simplicity.
Damn right you don't.
I do not. I do not have much. I do not think Kate likes me all that much either.
Amy.
You mean Amy?
Amy. And then I do not trust that Dixon will have the right knowledge to handle what might come from this.
I woke a goat during its sleep once. I will never do that again.
So that just leaves you two. In any case, and I pour a sample of the mutagen into a smaller bottle. I'm going to test this. I toss Hook my notebook. Hook, I need you to write this down. I need you to write down what you see. If things get out of hand, Oswald, try and hold me down. If not, you may have to severely incapacitate me if something happens.
Okay, Datrum, roll an intelligence check real quick.
I'm not good at this.
Oswald
so-
definitely begins just cracking his knuckles and getting himself
18?
loosened up.
No, it's a natural 1 because you're at disadvantage on checks.
Oh shit, that's right. Okay.
Ooh, rip.
Okay, continue.
Oh shit!
Okay. So you, like I said, you may have to severely incapacitate me or knock me out. If I get too out of hand, you might have to. Well, let's hope let's not get that far. So, if you're Oswald, I would recommend you have your axe out or something, just in case.
A little taken aback by that, like, hey, like, he... Like, actually, Oswald's almost stunned that you said that you, like, he's kind of interpreting this as, like, you want him to kill you or something. He's like, why would I need my axe?
This is all for safety. That's all it is. It's all for safety.
I pull my battle axe out. I have a hand free. I'm fully intended to try to incapacitate you by wrestling you. But, alright.
Right. And I take half of the mutagen and I drink it.
Okay. Like all your mutagens, it's quite disgusting tasting. But you're kind of used to that.
Mm-hmm.
You sit and you wait a few minutes. Roll another intelligence check.
So what if I start raging? That's a 6. So better. But
Better. It's enough that your memory is jogged. With these mutagens, it's either an all or nothing dose. You can't take a half dose and have anything happen.
I down the rest of it.
Okay.
So knowing that, I would down the rest of it.
I need 3 Constitution saves from you.
Oh, jeez. Okay. 3 cons. What did I give my? That's an 8.
An 8.
Well, wait. Are my saves at disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay. 8.
Well, if you did rest a full 8 hours, I think that removes 1 level of exhaustion, does it not?
But he did not
Okay.
rest
I
a
wasn't
full
sure
8
if he
hours.
did or not, so.
I rolled
3
2.
fails.
Yeah.
3 fails. So your body starts spasming and you are in intense pain. You are knocked unconscious and need to make a saving throw. A death
saving
save.
throw?
And let me double check. I believe that's also at disadvantage, but let me double check.
And if it's all saves.
Yeah, all saves. So those are also at disadvantage.
17.
Nice.
Okay. So, Oswald and Hook, you guys see him spasm, scream in pain, and drop unconscious, still twitching.
What do we do, Hook Dragon?
I'm going to attempt a medicine check. See if I can stabilize him.
Okay. I'm going to warn you, this is a...
18
Okay.
is pretty good.
So, you realize that he is suffering from a form of poisoning, and that you don't have the equipment necessary to stabilize him with you.
Oh. I don't know what we're going to do, Oswald.
We need
Just
simplicity.
Stay here. I'm going. Yeah, I'm going to go and get Simplicity. Stay with Dayton.
I run faster and you are smarter. You stay here, and I run.
Good point.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
Okay, as you start running up, the sentries see you running up, so they yell to open the door for you.
As I'm running by, I say, "Send a healer, any healer."
Okay. As you're running back to the barracks, Hook, a combat medic, comes out with a field pack, a medicine kit. I was told a healer was needed.
Yes, indeed. My Dragonborn friend here has poisoned himself.
Well, that's not very bright. And he gets down.
He
gets down to business.
He was testing one of his potions, and it didn't go well for him.
I should really have my camera on. You guys should see my face.
Okay, so
You're a horrible person, Tiefling.
so the medic the medic kneels down next to Daedrum. He does his check and he's like, I have never seen a poisoning like this. I have no idea how to handle this.
Oh, jeez.
What do you know what he poisoned himself with?
That's all I know. I'm not very well up on his alchemical.
Okay, so it's alchemy. Well, if he's an alchemist, and he actually starts digging through Datrum's stuff. Datrum, did you have any neutralizing agents left?
I would assume I would have. I mean, I always carry around at least one neutralizing agent in case if something goes awry.
I'll give that.
Do you just want to roll a D100 and see if I do?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, because I think that would be fair.
And go ahead and roll a second death save as well.
Oh, no.
65?
You do have one. You still need to make that second death save, though.
At disadvantage.
Could I be like walking
That's a
around
one.
since I woke up at?
Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh shit! Never mind.
Okay.
A cleric.
That was not something that I had foreseen, but okay.
I still have one success on me.
Yeah,
though,
one
so.
success, 2 failures. So he's still.
No.
Ye-
Yes,
Yeah.
never mind. Yes.
One success,
never
2
mind.
failures. Yep.
Okay,
Natural
I was in panic mode because I thought that the other one was a 7, not a 17.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh, I was in panic mode for a second there. Okay, so yes, 2 failures, 1 success. Okay. So he takes the neutralizing agent, pops the cork, and he actually puts it into a syringe. And
That's a thing.
yes,
Cool.
it's a thing in my world.
Dwarven engineering, baby.
Hey,
I need
he-
10.
He jams it into you. He injects you with it.
Oh my god! Please tell me Pulp Fiction's it. Please tell me he does.
Your back arches back for a second. You sit up. You burp flame.
Oof.
You look down,
That's
You- pull the needle out, and you pass back out at 0 hit points, but you're still not stabilized.
Oh no.
Oh
Okay.
God.
How much longer is Oswald? Oh god, why did I do this? I'm playing to a character.
At this, okay, Oswald.
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna role play the wake up scene if you wish, real quick.
Does anyone find me?
Who do you wake up, Oswald?
I mean, I guess. Well, let's see here. I know that Simplicity is a healer. I'm sure Dixit is a healer too, but I know that's what Simplicity does. So I actually literally pick her up out of bed if she's still asleep. She's not gonna like
I
it.
knew it. I was like, I'm
I am
being
just
flung
going
over
to-
his shoulder.
I am just going to just pick her up and fling her over my shoulder.
Simplicity. Simplicity, I need you to.
Actually, at this point, Oswald's pretty concerned. I mean, he just saw his friend who he had just made this little intimate moment with contact, talking about his mother. So he actually, at this point, is really probably panicking and likely burning his rage half the time. So he's just like, he's in complete doing shit mode right now.
Okay. Simplicity, I do need you to make a percentile.
A percentile? Oh, geez, I have
Yes.
to open
Make a
up thing.
percentile roll real quick.
100.
You're having the nightmare with the eyes again.
Yeah, I assumed.
The this time they say you cannot hide anymore. I am coming for you.
Okay.
And then you suddenly wake up as you are flung over the back of Oswald, and he starts running down the stairs right past Dixit.
All right, if I see Dixit,
Just getting up
I'll say,
for
come
his
Dixit.
Suddenly, Simplicity's being kidnapped.
I start chasing after it.
So, Simplicity, I need you to make a perception.
Perception.
Yes.
Perception. Well, of course.
You have no idea who picked you up and is throwing you over their shoulder, why they're running down the hall, or what's going on.
There's just tiefling squealing going on just every couple of milliseconds.
As Hook is suddenly upside
He
down.
seemed to have turned into a vampire bat. Shit.
So, okay.
Yeah, I'm having problems.
All right. So, how do you react to that, Simplicity?
Well, there's not much I can do except my tail is basically reflexively pushing him in the head.
Fueling Oz's rage to keep going.
Pretty much.
Dixit, when Oz yelled out to you to come along, do you follow?
Yeah, I'm chasing after.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, you guys get out to Hook and Datrum just after you can see him belch the flame and then fall back unconscious. What do you do?
Simplicity goat. And I just point as I'm trying to shake her and wake her up.
Can I
and
do
get her
healing word on
looking.
him?
Go ahead and cast.
She stands and she's just dizzy. Well, Dixit does whatever he does, and then I'll attempt to focus.
Get my character sheet.
She doesn't know which way is up right now. God damn it, guys.
Okay,
my
Datrum,
God.
you are now stabilized and at 4 hit points.
Oh, thank goodness.
Is he up?
He is
Is
still
he awake?
unconscious. He is still unconscious,
But he's stabilized.
but he is stabilized.
What happened here?
Oswald just grabs his beard, starts tugging on it, and just fuming in rage,
I
just
go
pacing
to
back
Hook.
and forth.
I go to Hook. What happened here?
He was testing out one of his mutagens that he must have made during the. He appears to have rather seriously poisoned himself.
No one thought to take a healer or someone that knows magic to help? Hey, he might die.
Simplicity's rubbing her face. And her horn is just trying to be okay. What did we just walk into?
We had no idea what was going on, so neither Oswald nor myself would have known to bring a healer, in fairness.
Oh, good. Okay. We need
Okay,
to have a
alright,
discussion
fine.
about
You didn't know
trust.
what was going on, but questions, man. Did you mean right in the head? Questions. Always question things.
Oswald just keeps
I
tugging on his
slap
beard and
him.
passing.
I slap him awake if I can.
All your slapping, and he does not wake up. I assume you're not slapping him hard enough to
I'm
cause
not trying
actual
to hurt him.
damage.
No. I'm not trying to hurt him. I'm just trying to be yo, just wake up. Wake up.
No response from him. He is out cold.
All right, let's take him back to the inn. He needs rest.
Can I do a medicine check to see if any of my spells would help?
Yeah, go ahead. Datrum, I also need, and this is not at
Disadvantage.
not at disadvantage, just a straight intelligence check.
Intelligence.
See if he remembers the dream he's having.
Nope.
If it were an advantage, it'd be great, but no.
Nope.
Nope, he is not going to remember the dream he's having.
Oswald can, as he sees people leave, he starts to just walk over there and tries to calm down a little bit, but he actually yells out and says, I don't want to actually yell, but, why haven't you healed him yet?
Well, my medicine check needs to be answered.
Oh, 19. Sorry, I didn't see it.
I'm working on
My
this.
apologies.
Super impatient,
Okay.
has no idea what's going on.
So,
That's fair.
you're examining him, and the danger has passed. Whatever you see, the syringe laying on the ground. So he's no longer in danger of passing. He could use some additional healing, but
Can health points or greater or lesser restoration is what I'm asking.
health points.
That's
HP.
it?
Yeah.
Okay,
At
the
this point.
exhaustion levels go away if I heal him?
Nope.
Do
Yeah,
my-
Amy's-
do my-
they only go away from. I mean, he could, because he's unconscious, and this is all out of character. Because he's unconscious, your character can't tell that he's suffering from exhaustion.
Fine by me.
Do my successes and fails go away?
Not
You
a-
haven't rested for the 8 hours yet.
Yeah, it's a long rest. Well, okay. Just to make Ozzy happy. I don't know when I'm gonna get to rest again. Where are all my goddamn spells?
I just
Which one? I'll just do a healing word.
out of character. Oh, even this is all for the character. I did not foresee this happening.
There you go. Have some points.
Okay, I'm back. I'm at 12. So
Okay.
uh,
Hook.
Yes.
As you or as Datrum is being taken back into the city, you notice the amulet is laying on the ground.
Do it.
I offer a prayer to Bahamut and state that I wish to return it to him and and definitely not claim it for myself, and basically ask Bahamut's permission to him.
There is a sparkle on the amulet.
I cautiously bend down and pick it up.
And you do.
Splendid. And I follow along.
Okay.
Are we dragging Datrum back?
The medic actually pulled out a hoplite to put him on.
He has all these toys I want.
Well, it's essentially just a stretcher that he's dragging along the ground, unless somebody wants to pick up the other end.
If you
Not with my
if you can
strength.
slap
stat.
Oswald around, he'll do it. Oswald's still just fuming in anger and really just confused at what's going on.
He gets a point. Gets pointed to him, pointed to the stretcher, and an angry third point. Of, I don't know what the hell happened
All right,
here, but you
I-
just kidnapped
I-
me before
I walk
fucking
over
bed.
and pick up the other part of the stretcher.
Okay, so you guys make your way back to the barracks.
Tuck him in, put him in bed.
Tuck him in, put him to bed. The medic actually hooks up an IV, and it's for anybody who has actually seen an IV. It's not just a bag of fluid.
Does these exist in this
It's
world?
saline. So what this medic does is he takes a bottle of water puts in a measured sugar cube, or not sugar cube, salt cube. Puts it in, shakes it up really good, takes a quick swig to test the salinity, and then uses that. So it's a homemade saline solution.
Yep. Awfully smart.
Yep. And Daedrum, you sleep for 8 hours and you lose 1 level of exhaustion.
Okay, so I still have disadvantage on all skill checks.
Disadvantage on skill checks and halved speed.
Halved speed, okay.
Well, not skill checks, but ability checks.
Ability checks. So is that so my attack rolls are the same again?
Your attack rolls and your saving throws are normal.
Okay.
I don't leave Daedrum's side.
Okay.
I'm sitting on a desk right like in front next to her.
Okay. So
And while
More-
that and when that happened, I poked my head out. I'm like, what the hell's going on?
I'm just there ready to punch him as soon as he wakes up because they'll just revive him again.
Pretty good.
I prepared refining just in case.
Please don't. I'm at two fails.
Oswald walks over to
No,
actually,
those would.
those
That's a long
those
rest.
yeah, those will
Oh.
reset at the end of this
Oh.
long rest. But
Oh, okay.
you are in a forced long rest right now.
Oswald walks over
Okay.
to Amy as she's waking up and actually just like gives her a hug and picks her up.
Wow, what? Whoa, hey, what? Put me down.
Oh, I am sorry, Amy Porcupine. We had problems. Daedrum is not well, and I like my you family, and I don't know what I did. I'm sorry. I will not hug you again. I just point over to Daedrum. He is not well.
No, it's okay if you hug me. Just warn me first, please.
All right.
I do not want to have to give Oswald
off.
the consent talk.
Whoa. Oswald would never go that far. I just want to say that is not something he would ever
I'm
do.
really tired.
I guess so.
So, okay. About a half hour, 45 minutes goes by, and a messenger shows up, lets you guys know that the setup is complete for the feast today. If you guys wish to go and join the festivities, it will be an all-day thing.
It just depends what's Daedrum's status at that point.
Stable, sleeping comfortably. There is a medic that stays there. He actually the medic pulls the messenger aside, scribbles a quick note.
I want to insight check the messenger. I want to know everything about him.
Insight
trust
check the
him?
messenger.
Well,
Go
not
ahead.
the messenger. Sorry, the medic.
The medic.
I
Okay,
want to
go
know
ahead.
if he's going to be okay to leave and if I trust him.
Okay.
That's insight, right?
Yes. He is quite the trustworthy medic. The note that he scribbled was to, let his commander know A, where he was, and B, to have another medic come by to switch out so that they can keep an eye on Daedrum and make sure he heals up.
Now, can I do the same thing with the messenger to make sure he's going to do his job?
Go ahead.
Damn, look at that scrutiny.
I care about my peace, okay?
Although the messenger is quite young, he is actually a royal messenger, and it is the fear of losing both of his hands should he fail in his duties.
Yeah.
Dying.
Tiefling
So-
stares.
I've got to say that I don't blame Sim for doing the insight checks after what happened with the dwarven lady. So
No, we don't have an enemy right now.
I'd rather keep it that way.
So the player is paranoid.
Yes, and so is
Excellent.
the tiefling because she's trying to make sure he's okay, and she's gonna feel guilty about going to a feast and Datrum being like out cold. Because also food.
Okay.
Can I have a little context to see if I actually do wake up though? Or
No,
would that
you
be-
are in a forced long rest. This is
Okay.
not something because of the mutagen. You are not going to be waking up for this feast, unfortunately.
Okay.
At least you're not dead.
Yeah.
All right. So, what are you guys doing for the day?
Enjoying the feast. Is the king there?
Yes, the king is there. He had a makeshift throne, which just means it's a slightly larger than normal chair. Because dwarves don't really
Need
have.
big chairs.
Yeah.
I would want to talk to the king at some point. Other than that, just spend time with my mother and my new family.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to talk to the king as well.
Really?
Okay.
I want to talk to everybody else but the king.
Did we out of character? Did we actually get the name of the king? I may not have written it down at the end of the session.
You did, but I don't remember what it was, and I don't have that particular note. So we'll just call him the king for now.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay,
Or your
whatever
highness,
works.
your majesty.
Before I join the feast proper, I'm assuming there's food as well as drink.
Food, drink, games, contests.
Right. Then what I'm going to do,
I'm
if I
overplaying
may,
games.
Mm-hmm.
is make get together a few things on it's like a few items of food on a plate and a mug of ale, and I'm going to take it to Datrum's room in case he wakes and needs sustenance
Okay.
before joining the feast properly.
Before I leave, I'd like to plop down five gold to the medics.
They actually refuse to take the money because they're just doing their job. As they say, they're just doing their job. They get paid for this.
That's
All of this is covered by the kingdom.
Yay, socialism. Okay, no worries.
Okay. Aim over at the games. They have some strings games. They have some dexterity games. Which ones are you interested in?
None.
She's the ranger, I'm guessing.
Well, Hook actually has me beat on strength. Depends on what kind of strength it is. I might have advantage on it.
I'm gonna try some of the dexterity games first.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to cheer
What type of
Amy
game
on.
are there?
I'm totally
Can you
cheering
pick
Amy
them?
on.
I feel like I'd like to sneak away and snoop at their chapel, their church, their temple, if there's one attached, and see how fancy that is.
Okay. So Amy, they have a like a ring toss. They have a catch the fish. And they
Don't
also
let
have,
Leandra hear that. Sorry.
and they also have a little target range with hand crossbows.
I'll do the little crossbow game first. See if I'm any good with those.
Okay, so you go over and you look at the little hand crossbows, and the bolts that they have they obviously have no real tip on them. I mean, it's just a blunted little bolt, and it's one of those things where you have to get it through a rather small. This is like carnival game small hole in order to get a prize.
Okay.
So go ahead and make your. You get 3 shots for 5 copper.
Okay.
So
Try
let me
to-
know how many shots you want.
I'll take all 3.
Okay. So mark off the 5 copper and go ahead and make 3 attack rolls.
Oh. Three.
You can just use your normal bow rolls.
Yeah, that's what I was. That's what I was thinking.
Because being a ranger, you're pretty.
Ooh.
You're not generally bad at this.
Yeah. Okay, so 20. It's good. 8. Miss.
Not so good.
And a 15. So you get a medium prize. Do you want a stuffed duck, stuffed badger, or stuffed bear?
Take the stuffed badger.
Okay.
I like it.
So you have a stuffed badger in your inventory now.
Nice.
Regrets, man. Oswald would have lost his shit.
Okay, Simplicity, you go check out the temple.
Yes, the temple, like, it's just anything interesting for the most part.
Okay. I mean, there are a few people there. There are only 3 clerics that are on duty. All the rest are mingling and feasting and that sort of thing.
Oh no, I'm looking for like aesthetics. I'm not looking for somebody to talk to. I just want to see because it's nice and fancy and treated
Okay.
well. Just want to enjoy
it's-
my time there more so.
It's more utilitarian than fancy. And you know, one of the younger clerics comes up to strike up a conversation and make sure there's nothing that you need or anything like that.
No, she just kind of wants to chillax and be there. And the feast doesn't seem too beneficial for her, so she'd rather spend her time observing and learning about other deities and other ways.
Okay. I won't go into the details at the moment, but if you'd like, you can actually have a conversation with him, you know, comparing / contrasting the your religion and his.
Yep, that's fine. I don't have to go in details. Just a nice thing.
Okay. It's a nice civil conversation, and you guys get along well.
It's quieter. No dancing. No dexterity checks.
Dixit, is there anything that you are doing?
No, just wanted to talk to the king.
Okay, so you go up to the king. He greets you, and he is already drunk.
Oh, good.
Hello,
My kind of
king.
king.
Dixit. How you doing, bud?
I'm well, and you seem to be having quite a time.
Well, of course, it's a feast day. Gotta have the drinking. Dwarven tradition.
I have a question. I don't know much about dragons, and we got a whole bunch of dragon parts. And
Oh, very very valuable, those.
yeah, I'm kind of curious. I got a dragon's eye. I know it's all mushy and stuff, but I want to turn it more solid. I don't know if there's a magic or a way to do it.
Hey, women! Hey, wizard! At that point, the older wizard walks up, his arcane advisor, rolling his eyes, completely sober. Yes, your highness. And the king starts to say something, but lets out a long belch, and points
Some shit.
and points to you, Dixit. You get the impression that he's not trying to be rude. It's just he's been
He's just drunk out of his mind.
He's been dealing with all of the pressure from the cultists and the dragon that has been camped right outside his front door that he has finally found a reason to let go and has done so.
I am happy. He is happy. That's all that matters. They're celebrating life. That's what's important. I go
Indeed.
to the wizard. It's like, hello, good sir, and I bow my head. I recently just attained a dragon's eye, and I wish for it to somehow be solid, either into a stone or a gem or whatever means possible.
Are you just looking to preserve it, or do you actually want it to become a gem?
If it can become a gem, it would be what I'm looking for.
Huh. That's going to take some time.
Oh, of course.
Like a year or so.
That's fine.
All right. Well, hand it over, and I can get started on that for you.
I give him the eye.
All right. He says a few words and casts a preservation type spell on it.
How much would that be for like a down payment or something?
Why don't we wait on that until I get it completed?
Okay.
And he actually, pulls out, or he waves over one of the soldiers. Says, "Can I get a requisition form?" And the soldier digs through his pack, pulls out a requisition form. He fills it out, and he actually hands it to you. This will be your receipt, proof of ownership, and all that for when you come back.
Okay. Thank you very much.
No problem. He takes the eye, and he's studying it as he goes back into the castle.
And I just keep eating and drinking.
Okay. Oswald, or not Oswald, I'm sorry. Hook, what are you doing?
Yes. I'd like to invite Oz participate in a strength game.
Okay.
I'm down.
So they have arm wrestling. They have the straight weightlifting, and they have those mallet games where you're trying to get the little puck to hit the bell.
What do you fancy, Oswald?
Let's do them all. If we could do so in expedient out of character time. I don't want to spend too much time in this, but Oswald would definitely be up for playing all of them.
Arm wrestling first.
Okay. So, are you guys going against each other, or are you entering the tournament?
I would much rather just go against Hook.
Yeah.
I like friendly in-family competition.
Okay.
Oh God.
So they take you to one of the side tables. You can tell that the dwarves that are watching are betting on either of you two. So I need a strength check from both of you.
Good way to start off. Oh, he still beat me. Wait, how do you have a 20?
No.
Holy shit!
How do you have a plus 7 to your strength?
He's a fighter.
Yeah, but you can't get past 20, right?
Yep.
Hold on.
Remarkable
It's not a
athlete.
crit.
Remarkable athlete.
19 plus 7. That's weird. Is it? Yeah. Does he have remarkable athlete? Is that what it is?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
It's pretty freaking sweet if you do. Damn. Remarkable athlete. Yeah, you can add half your proficiency. So yeah,
Champion
any
fighter
strength.
OP.
Yeah, he does.
Champion
That's
fighter
freaking sweet,
OP.
man. Holy shit. Yeah, half your proficiency
right.
rounded up, so that would be plus 7. All right.
That
All right.
said, you still critted. So.
Yes,
Don't
but
mess with Hook.
a natural 20 does beat a modified roll
Mm.
every time, though. So
Yeah.
you're sitting there, you're straining, and Oswald, his strength takes you by surprise, but you still manage to get him a quarter of the way. Let's make another strength check from both of you, please.
Not as good.
Okay, so Hook,
Mine's not that great.
although he caught you by surprise with his technique first. You start to recover and you adjust your grip, and you push him back to the top. Strength
Okay.
checks again. Oswald looks at you with a grin, and he pushes back and gets you about halfway. Another check, please.
Ah,
And he beats you by enough this time. He grins. He flexes his bicep and twists with it, bringing your wrist to the table.
oh, well done, Oswald.
You are a mighty warrior, Hook.
Excellent.
You're still better, Oswald.
It was luck.
Amy, was there a second game you wish to try?
No.
Okay.
Hook Dragon, you are a remarkable athlete.
So take a D6 inspiration for that.
I don't even know where you track inspiration on
Nice.
this. I have no idea.
I think it's automatically a D10, but
Yeah.
there should be on the main page, the core stats.
Oh, inspiration.
Um,
Yes. There we
yes.
go. Got it. All right.
So here you go. Okay, Oswald Hook, the second game you want to take.
Well, the next one's the weightlifting, but I think Oz is going to outclass me on that.
Yeah, I mean,
Nevertheless,
considering I could
I'm
trivially
getting
lift
sure.
1,000 pounds, I mean,
Yes.
Okay, what is your
I should probably concede that one straight away.
what is your weightlifting max there, Hook?
I believe it's 300. I'm trying to check through my character sheet, but my computer's being slow.
Yeah, somewhere on there. Oh, there it is. It's about 300 and something. But he easily beats you in that one.
Yep.
So
That's an ALIO, Oswald.
yeah. Well, you can do 600 pounds. Push, drag, or lift is twice your carrying capacity, 30 times your strength score. You have 20 strength, right? So you can still
Yes.
live. You can still have 600.
So
pounds.
yeah, 600 pounds,
It's just
but he's
that-
still
my
easily
bear, my bear
outclassed.
totem doubles that or whatever, which is why it's
So, all right, and you guys
Try
want to
and-
take on the last one?
Yes, might as well.
sure.
Okay,
If Oswald
is
gets free.
simple strength check from both of you again.
Oh!
So I can trivially lift that much, but it doesn't mean my arms don't get tired after it.
So after the 2 feats of strength that you guys have already done, you go to swing the mallet and you completely miss the little launch pad. The dwarf that's running that particular game looks at you, shakes his head, and takes the mallets away from you before you hurt someone. Oh, I can't believe you both
Come on,
got
Oswald, I
one
want you
hit.
that ale.
Yeah, let's go get some ale. I do want to go talk to the king real quick, and just to expedite it, I basically wanted to tell him that I just wanted to share the news that I have found my mother, and that my mother works in his castle, and that he should take really good care of her. That's all I would say.
Oh.
Okay.
So
Well,
I basically tell him that I have a new family that I'm adventuring with, and of course I will keep her in my heart, but it's not meant to be that we travel together, so that he should do his best to take care of her.
Okay, well, the king is pretty well drunk, but one of his pages sits there and says, "I'll make sure he gets the message when he sobers up."
Thank you.
Okay, so you guys feast and drink and meditate.
Quick question.
Go ahead.
Does the king have a spouse? Is there a royal family, or is it just the king?
Not that you have seen.
Can I do a history check?
Okay.
My shoot. 'Cause I feel like that could be something passive. Nope. Never mind. It's cool.
I'll let you roll an investigation.
Investigation.
Yeah.
See if I can see anything around the.
More like, asking around, but yeah.
Yeah.
Nope. So you go to start asking, like, is the king married? Why don't we see the queen or any of the heirs? And everybody just sort of gets quiet about it.
I don't know how much I'm allowed to meddle in dwarven affairs, so let's leave it at that.
Okay. All right. So the feast day comes to an end.
I would like to go back to Daedrum if I could and make sure he's still okay, because paranoid.
All right. So it's been, just about 8 hours. Daedrum is actually just waking up. The medic is telling him that he must stay in bed
Goddamn
and
grounded
rest.
is what he is.
Pretty much.
Uh,
Oh, I cash in my tickets at the end of the day, but I only have enough to get a little stupid fucking pencil eraser. So
No. So after your feats of strength,
while I'm in the hospital, I ask for more pills to help me strain me to sit up.
hold on just a moment.
Sorry.
Oswald Hook, after your guys' games and all that, you guys are flushed with ale being bought for you. And you guys are actually given tokens. Each of you are given one token that is redeemable for one item at the general store at a later time.
Ooh.
So,
Who, everybody, or just the people who did this games?
just Hook and Oswald, who did the strength games.
Makes sense.
So, Daedrum. The medic does help you sit up, and actually encourages you to eat the food and drink that Hook left for you. And that Simplicity is glaring at you from near the door.
It's like a tail twitching silence. Very heavy and angry, passive-aggressive silence.
Anybody going to say anything?
I ain't.
Oswald, that's
Wait, are we
Oswald's
all
contribution.
You guys, the rest of you can go and check on Daedrum as well if you wish.
Yeah,
I'd
I go
probably
check on
check
Daedrum.
eventually. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so everybody shows up at Daedrum's room.
I slowly get up.
No, you are as you start to get out of bed, the medic forcibly, and you're not strong enough to.
I ask for more pills then.
Yeah.
Ask for more pills to
but yeah.
set me straight up.
Wow, look who's alive.
So more pillows are brought in, and you are sitting up.
I did not dilute that dragon's blood properly.
You try to ingest dragon's blood. Okay.
Diluted dragon's blood, heavily diluted.
It's dragon's blood regardless. No matter how you dilute it, it's dragon's blood. And then you chose to do it without people capable of doing it.
Or people capable of helping you around.
I actually step up and intercede in this point, and I say, "No, he did pick people. It was me and Hook. We failed him."
No, you didn't fail him. Daedrum is smarter than that. He knows the type of people he needs. You and Hook are amazing at doing what you do, which is killing people, being strong, being athletic, and being leaders. For
Well,
us,
also-
we're good at magic.
There's a motion of trust here we need to discuss.
Yeah, you yell at me and threaten me, and then you go around and do this.
There was a chance that I could have gone berserk. I wanted to test the mutagen properly.
You know the body count out of everyone is higher on Simplicity, right? She can knock you out in a heartbeat.
Thanks, Dixon.
If I pass out from drink, you do not yell at me. Do not yell at Datrum.
Fine.
No, I spent most of I spent most of last evening doing it.
He is already in pain. Let him rest. I have found new family. I have found my mother.
Oh, no, wait, what?
Yes.
Immediately just run up to him. Are you serious? How does she look?
I say this because even though I have found her, I am choosing to spend this time with this family. And I am prone to anger. I am prone to yelling. But not you. None of
I'm
you.
not.
Let me be the anger of the group. It is my
Okay.
job.
Let me explain my anger. I'm upset because he could have died.
We
could
all
have
can
died,
die any
and-
day.
Yes, but some of us can stop death or help prevent it or even bring back to life. If we have the capability of helping our friends, why not let us do so? I have a right to be upset because he almost died. Would you be upset if I almost died? I'm pretty sure Simplicity would be pissed off at me, yelling at me in my bed unconscious if I almost died.
Oswald's completely overwhelmed by your arguments. He's just
I'm just grateful that he's okay. I'm just upset that he almost killed himself without thinking all the way through. That's
Amongst
it.
this, I'd like to heal Datrum some more, if that's okay, in any
Okay.
way I can. I'm assuming he would need a restoration, just some more healing.
Roll a medicine check real quick.
Okay, if I didn't minimize my sheet, that would be awesome. Okay, another medicine check. Skill. Ooh.
You can tell that he is exhausted. You can't tell how far his exhaustion goes.
Okay. Well then, let's do some spells. So first, let's mutter a lesser restoration just for fun,
Okay.
and then I would also, as a bonus action in that turn, use a healing word just for something.
I will say, you do realize that his long rest, because of his adventurer's constitution, he does not need the hit points.
He doesn't. Well, it's more okay. So then that would just be lesser restoration then.
Okay. So you cast the Lesser Restoration. Datrum, you now have only one level of exhaustion.
Okay, so disadvantage on ability checks then.
Correct.
I am not. Oswald just looks ashamed that he's
Target sicky people.
sicky people, exactly. I love that. Oswald's just he seems like he's just realized how out of his element he is, and so he's just kind of muttering to himself and trying to figure things out. I just want to pat Oswald on his head sometimes.
Dixon just walks back to the desk next to Simplicity and sits on it.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm kind of wanting to go over to Oswald.
I kind of
And
idly pick through my hair, and do I?
It's kind of what I want to do too, in like a calming notion.
Okay.
Even if it's like I'm standing beside Dixit and like picking through his hair with my tail.
Okay, so both of you roll a D100.
We get 2 presents.
Dixit doesn't have a hair table, does it?
He does have a hair table.
Oh,
I would.
Ooh.
It's starting to get empty, but he does have a hair table.
Mm-hmm.
Oswald, you actually find a gold coin.
Wow.
I recharge my spell.
Simplicity.
Mhm.
You find a stick, but this particular stick was actually Oswald. That particular stick made your scalp itch, and you just could not get rid of that itch. But now that stick is gone, it feels so much better.
I like ruffle my hands through my hair, probably shake loose another item or something, but I'm just like,
Roll another D100.
oh. I turn, as I'm doing this too, I turn to Simplicity and I say, what is? There's a name. What does it mean when you are removing things from you that are bad? What is cleaning? I am cleaning.
as you say that, as you're scrubbing out your hair and all that, a little bit of dirt falls to the floor.
Do you know how to swim, Oswald?
Yes.
We should go for a swim one day.
I would like that. Yes.
Okay, next time when you're in body warming, promise. That's a really
Okay.
nice distraction from me wanting to deck Daedrum across the face. So this is exciting.
All right. So are you
I
guys
think-
doing any? Go ahead.
think wildlife sticks together. So wildlife should stick together. No more separating. You are my only family. You are no longer my only family.
But we are your traveling family, Oswald.
That works.
Yes. And Oswald goes over and sits on a bed, just kind of Indian style, sits there and just kind of. He again, this is way too much thinking for him, so he's still kind of just can't handle it. Still trying to process the discovery of his mother and all that, so he's just.
Oh, this poor thing.
Okay. Are you guys doing anything else for the evening?
I take down notes on, try to tweak the recipe of the mutagen.
Do I
Okay.
have to roll a constitution check to keep up my steady glare at Daedrum?
No, that's a pretty much a given.
That's a
Daedrum, roll
that's a cleric class feature. I mean, let's be honest here.
Yes, roll it. Roll an intelligence check, Daedrum.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much did you piss your cleric off?
19.
Shit, son! Stroke of genius. Probably a literal stroke, but a stroke of genius.
You know what? I'm giving you the natural 20
Oh, okay.
simply because it was a natural 20, and there's not enough of those in the world, in my opinion.
That's pretty good.
Currently.
You realize that any mutagen that you make with dragon's blood, you need to be level 10 or higher.
Level 10 or.
Yes, and
Okay.
you're level 9, so it overwhelmed you. The particular mutagen that you were making would have given you immunity to poison, as well as the ability to, if you made a or ran your blood along the your blade, your blood right, it would have added poison damage to it.
Okay. Alright, so immunity to poison.
For the duration of the mutagen.
Immunity to poison duration.
Kind of ironic considering it poisoned him.
And if blood right was active.
And during blood right, add poison damage. 1d6 poison damage.
Alright. 6. 1d6 poison. What about the side effects?
The side effect is that at the end of the mutagen, you take 1 level of exhaustion until your next long rest. But that's at the end of the mutagen.
Level of exhaustion. Level of exhaustion until next long rest. Alright. And then I will put in my notes here that mute. So new mutagens cannot be created until level 10. Okay. I have it all written down here.
Okay.
So I was just 1 level off, and my body basically couldn't handle it.
Pretty much.
Okay.
I just wasn't expecting you to try it while exhausted. That's what enhanced the bad portions of it.
A little dangerous.
Poor decision making. What we do.
But completely in character for an addict. So, all right. So you guys go to bed that night, and Datrum, you sleep just fine. So when you wake up, you'll be no more exhaustion. But I do need both you and Simplicity to roll intelligence checks to remember your dreams.
Oh, so I'm rolling to remember mine now? I'm not just being fucking tormented?
This time, yes.
Okay, just
15.
clarifying. Intelligent?
Yes.
15.
Where is that?
Okay.
There it is. This thing, right?
19. Good. Okay. Datrum, you actually dream that you are standing before Bahamut, who is ripping you a new one. Just like, wow, dude, really? He is disappointed in you.
Okay.
Does he actually yell that? Does he just yell disappointed?
That's how the conversation starts.
Okay. Okay, good.
The whole Kevin Sorbo disappointed. And he actually mentioned, or he says that the amulet, as long as from this point forward, as long as you're using the mutagens, you can no longer use the amulet.
So as long as... Alright.
Yes.
You've been grounded.
I should just point out. Actually, I forgot to mention this earlier. I've left the amulet on the side table next to Datrum's bed. I wasn't
That's fine.
keeping it.
Muhammad does tell Datrum to that he will be able to deliver the amulet to Hook if he so chooses. The amulet was meant to be sort of a way of guidance. If you choose to follow it. Unfortunately, Datrum, because of your mutagen use and abuse, you have lost that particular access.
That's fine, but I can still pick it up though, right?
You can pick it up only to deliver it to Hook. Simplicity.
Yes.
In your dream, you are sitting in what appears to be a cafe.
Okay.
Across from you is a shadowed figure.
Awesome. Scary. Not paying attention to it passively.
It's actually not scary shadowed. It's I don't want you to see my face shadowed.
Is it humanoid?
Yes. With a tail. Obviously a tiefling.
Okay.
Oh, you've made your way here. Excellent. Would you like a cup of coffee?
No, I think I'm okay for now, actually. I do
Uh,
need to sleep eventually.
Oh, don't worry. This won't affect your physical body. This is just while you're here. And he takes a sip of. He pours himself a cup of coffee. Takes a sip. So, I bet you're wondering what brought you to this particular cafe.
I suppose so. I kind of just happened here, so
Yes, that does sort of happen. It seems that our, for lack of a better term, progenitors have taken an interest in you.
and that means
Well, you're a tiefling. The father of your bloodline has realized that you are starting to come into your power.
okay. Deep breaths. I don't really know what to make of that, truth be told.
Well, you'll need to find some way to either protect yourself, hide yourself, or be devoured.
Those are options. Okay. Thank you for
You're
the
take-
warning.
You're taking this quite well, I must say.
It's a phase that just happens, especially when you're in emergencies, and especially when you focus on healing. Try not to show the emotion on your face, especially when you're in panic. And I've had a really long day.
Well, I can't actually see your faces. It is part of the magics of this area. You are shrouded from me as I am shrouded from you. But, healing, you say?
No,
That is not something that is normal amongst our kind.
that's true, for the most part. We
Did you
don't-
align with the light?
No. Yes, maybe. It's complicated.
If you did, that might give you an edge that our father was not
Insight
Foreseeing.
immediately.
at disadvantage because he is shrouded, so you can't actually see his face.
Fine by me. You said a keyword.
So it was Oswald that functioned by keywords.
With a 13, what is it you're exactly looking for?
Like, is this figure's intention to save me? And from what I can tell, even with tone of voice or something like that, are we related to any sorts, bloodline-wise?
You get the feeling that perhaps via bloodline, but you're not directly related.
Okay.
And he's not here to save you so much as warn you.
Okay.
You're not really sure why he's giving you the warning, though.
Yep. I'm not sure why. Is there any way I can get a name?
Oh, there are no names here. I do not know your name. You do not know my name.
Then how do you know me?
I do not.
The only way you can access this particular room is if we have the same ancestor.
Is there any way I can talk to you in person?
Oh, no. That would not do at all.
Why not?
Because if I knew you and you knew me, it would increase whatever bond we have. And it is far easier to trace through bonds than it is physically.
Bonds can be a good thing, though.
No, I think I shall keep to myself, thank you.
Is there any other news you bring me?
Well, more, I would like to know which path you are choosing. If you're choosing a path of power or of subterfuge, or if you plan to just roll over and be devoured like so many of our kin have.
Preferably not the devouring. I'm gonna have to take a little bit of a rain check on that one. Um, I guess we'll see. It's whatever's suitable in the moment. So more than likely, we'll start with running, and we'll go from there.
Well, very well. Then at this point, there is nothing more I can do for you. If you change your mind or choose a different path, just let me know, and I will show you some of my secrets.
I have a different family to take care of.
Oh. Power through external bonds. An interesting approach. One I've seen used before to very little effect, but who knows? It may be enough when the day comes. Until then, I must be off.
Absolutely. Me too.
And with that, the figure disappears. And you wake up that morning.
Awesome.
And
I
you,
have
you actually wake up before Dixit does for his pre-dawn rituals.
Wow.
That's
I am going to bang on his fucking door.
Dixit, just as you open your eyes and stretch from the nice rest, boom, boom, boom.
I would like to run away.
I reach my place. I go open the door.
And there's nobody there because she ran away. Roll a perception check.
God damn it. Almost got away with that one for free.
Yeah, there's nobody there.
Yes!
I just shrug my shoulders and go for a walk.
Okay.
That made me feel so much better.
So you walk Sativa.
Yep.
Everybody starts waking up for the morning.
How am I waking up? Am I still kind of groggy or not feeling the greatest still?
You're feeling a little sore, like you've overdosed, but otherwise you're okay.
Yeah.
Nothing that would stop you from putting forth 100% effort if you chose to.
Okay. I pick up the amulet and I go and meet everyone.
Okay. So you guys all meet down in the breakfast hall.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
I take the amulet and I hand it to Hook.
Why are you giving me this danger?
Like I said, Bahamut doesn't. Bahamut and I do not see eye to eye.
Oh, I see.
I'm not worthy of holding this. So you said you were. So
Well,
yeah.
it's not down to me. It's down to Bahamut. But I will do my best to do better than I did before.
And it is meant to be a way of guidance for us. Just
Well,
whatever
nonetheless,
whatever we-
regardless of what Bahamut thinks, I still regard you as a friend, and I think no less of you.
So
And I put on the amulet
okay.
carefully.
There's a tiefling in the corner eating passive aggressively and still glaring.
Oswald is making an absolute freaking pig of himself today. He's in a really good mood.
Okay.
So, how much? Sorry, bad joke coming. So, how much for a plate of passive aggressive, Sam?
Well, I'm imagining like a grumpy and then being splashed by food because Oswald.
I'm just like,
I asked for a pretty large plate, but I assume I'm probably really starving at this point.
Because you ate yesterday, it's just a normal hunger. But
Yeah.
Okay.
Enough.
At which point, Colonel Williams comes over and sits down and joins you guys. He's like, so I know you guys are contracted, but the whatever you pulled off the dragon, whatever money or rewards you guys or treasures you were able to get, those are yours. There's no investigation to be had here. So,
But it says in our books that all assets must be returned.
Indeed.
if there's an investigation to be had, fortunately, I am in a position of authority where I can make that particular call. No investigation needed. You guys were defending a city. If there's something that you think is important enough to bring to our attention, do so. But it's pretty open and closed. Dragon attacked. You killed dragon. You keep Dragon Horde. There you go.
I actually want to talk to the rest of you guys about being bound to this thing.
Oswald's completely ignoring all this and just eating.
Probably a good discussion to be had if we learn to communicate.
Yeah, that's also another thing we need to do. We need to like sit down, no food, no drinks, no nothing, and like kumbaya the whole entire thing, because this can't keep going or we're gonna die very fast in a very horrible way.
The colonel chuckles as he's still sitting there. Well, you may want to hold off on that particular conversation. We're going to be heading out in about 3 hours.
That's fine.
Heading out.
No, are we splitting up
back
the
to
gold?
back to the city.
Okay, just
Are we
double
splitting?
check.
Are we splitting up our horde?
Oat means a lot of things.
Well, as far as the horde goes, that's between you guys. Whatever you want to do with your money.
Do you want to split it up right now?
Can do.
I kind of just want to do something with the dragon bone. Can I talk to like a smith or something?
Okay.
And do you guys want to split or just have like a group bank? I'm down for a group bank. I don't.
We need to start a bank account.
Oswald has no interest in money at all, so in fact, it's probably better if you guys just take all his money away so he stops casting his spell.
Well, then we'll split.
Dixit doesn't really care about money. He
He's a
just
banker.
wants to get certain things. That's it.
So
Well, I noticed previously that Amy was going to be in charge of party funds.
Amy was kind of our party vex, so
Alright,
We
so
Yeah.
this is our party vex.
So do we at least get a 5-way split of whatever it is that?
I think we should start a party pot.
I said I didn't note down
Just
any
split,
money.
and then the rest goes into the bag.
I think somebody else noted down the actual cash, if we got any actual cash. I noted down 6 scales, a 125-pound femur, 44 teeth.
I typed it out in the chat, so scroll back. It should be up there.
Does it go that far back?
Yeah.
You have to click view all entries.
Yeah, I
I
don't
could always
have
watch the
it.
VOD
I just
too.
have what I took.
Yeah, I've still got to do that because I am still writing those entries. So
Okay, yeah, that's true.
I'm just being really slow about it. Sorry, guys.
It's all good.
No worries.
But anyway, Oswald will just mention that, if there's anything we can use with if there's anything these scales are for, we should use them. They do nothing in this bag.
All right, so we have 500. All right, so sorry, out of character, we have 500 platinum and 10,000 gold to split.
Okay. We can just throw it in party fund. It's fine with me. I don't care.
Yeah.
Oswald doesn't
Yeah.
care, and I don't care, so.
I would at least like to take 3K of that so I can maybe get some better armor and stuff.
Well, yeah,
As long as
we'll
it goes
use it.
to investment.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's the point of the party fund.
Yeah, it's totally fine. Oswald will never need armor, and he'll take anything you give him, but he has no aspirations for anything like that, so.
If I see something shiny, I'll buy it. But that's about it. In theory, you're supposed to live a modest lifestyle.
So
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't think
We
3
might as
hours
well
is
put it
long
in a
enough
party
to be
fund.
able to get a suit of dragon scale mail fashioned, though, so.
Yeah.
So, okay.
I'm
As
looking
you-
into any magical battle axes that they might have.
Or
Okay.
a bow of dragon bone for Amy. Is that what we were doing with it?
That would be pretty. Yeah, I think we were going to try to get a bow made.
Okay, so
Yeah, I
you
wanna
guys
do a quarterstaff.
you guys head over to the smithies, because that's where you're directed as far as wanting to get anything made with those. And you actually see one of the dwarven smiths is actually packing a wagon, and is going to be going with you guys to the city. Do you want to talk to that particular dwarf, or do you want to talk to one of the other ones?
We'll talk to him. That's fine.
Her, actually.
Might as well just talk while we're going along.
Okay. So she doesn't stop packing while you approach. She gets the last of it loaded up during the conversation. What can I do you for?
I linked everything that we got.
We have many dragon parts, and we want to use them for weapons and armor.
I can do that. We'll have to wait till we get in the Bjorn, because, well, as you can see, all my stuff's packed up right now.
So can we put in an order and then we'll just pick it up when you're ready?
Yeah, that's no problem. That's no problem. Do you guys want to say anything else, or?
No, I mean,
No.
can we start placing our order?
Yeah, I'd like 2 double cheeseburgers. And
I guess.
Welcome to Good Burger, home with the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
I guess I'll look into a dragon scale battle axe if that's possible.
Dragon scale battle axe, not so much.
Or-
We'll go.
or-
Let's fast forward this real quick. You guys, you get to the. There's enough people traveling. You're not going to get bothered on the road.
Mm-hmm.
You guys get back to the city. The dwarf, tells you that she'll be setting up, or tells you where she'll be setting up her shop. And the colonel does want you to go talk to Severe.
Nah.
Oh,
Of
boy.
course.
We go find one of his underlings and do it the right way.
No, actually, the colonel takes you to Severe.
Ah,
Ah,
Oh, even better. Not. I have nothing to say.
Okay, let me pull you guys over to Severe real quick.
Yes, that. Good
Okay,
quality.
there we
audio.
go.
ah.
There we go. So you're standing before Severe, who actually looks relieved when you guys come back in. He sits there and he's like, "It's good that you've returned."
We are safe.
What? You were actually worried about us?
He doesn't really say anything. He looks a little flustered, actually.
I'm
What
a
happened, Cat?
little
Got
taken
your tongue?
aback by his reaction.
A stone bear does not die so easily.
It's a
That
really
is
pretty
good.
roof.
Simplicity, you actually didn't notice it before, but there's actually the faint chalk outline of a mural that you can tell is either being planned or underway. Roll an investigation check on it.
Just gonna say, I hope it doesn't have much for, or at least geared towards Arcana, and that type of thing. And then, sorry, investigation.
Yes. Okay, so you can tell that this mural, although it was started, the chalk outline was started before you guys left. You look down at the far end of the room, and they're starting to paint it. And looking at it, it seems kind of flowery.
I like elbow
I head
nudge
over
Dixit
to it.
and giggle.
I start heading to it.
Okay. Dixit, some of the flowers seem to resemble the druid crafted flowers that you put in there.
I had wondered if that was going to be the case.
Interesting.
Now, because it is a 2-day travel and it is towards the evening, Severe is is getting ready to go off duty.
Before he goes off to, he's like, is there any new contracts for us, or will that be taken care of in the morning?
That will be taken care of in the morning. The king actually wished to speak with you.
Oh boy.
All right, let's go.
2 kings in 1 week. Who would have think?
There's another king for Dixit to fist bump.
I'm aiming for it.
At that point, a gentleman, rather flamboyantly dressed, just sort of sachets into the room. He walks over to Severe and gives him a peck on the cheek. Hello, dear. Severe just looks pissed.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's too good.
Doesn't
Don't
say
worry,
anything,
I'll
just
pretend I
sort of
didn't see
sits
that.
there.
Don't
This is
worry, I'll pretend I
smile.
never saw that.
The colonel and all the guards that are in the room are very obviously looking away. The colonel actually goes over and talks to several of the guards.
Simplicity is awkwardly giggling and snorting and probably not hiding it well.
I noticed tonight.
And he's probably giggling too, in spite of it.
Shh. Keep it down.
Severe just sort of lets out a low growl. Report back in the morning.
I ship it.
I say to him, we will, Severe ass. And I leave.
You see Datrum just kind of smirk a little and then just leave. So
Okay.
Hope you have a good night.
does it?
Oh, dear. I leave the room with
And
speed.
I walk
out.
away.
I just want to point out that I'm not leaving because of the case. I'm
Oh,
leaving
no.
because I'm afraid of how Severe might react.
I drew it back a bouquet of flowers and I give it to him.
Oh, Daniel!
Oh my gosh!
Here you go. So everyone deserves some beautiful flowers.
Well, you're not wrong.
The gentleman that came in and gave him a kiss on the cheek says, "Why, thank you." Picks them up and smells them and
Severe didn't like my flowers last time. He had me threatened to go to jail.
well,
Do we
it's
recognize him from anything? Never seen him before.
never seen him before. The gentleman actually explains to you, Dixit. Well, it wasn't so much the flowers as the other plants that you grew as well.
Hey, they're all natural.
Oh.
They're all natural. But I understand.
Yes.
It's in the past.
So
But thank you.
Oh,
does
can
the
you do me a
captain tell you
favor?
everything?
I wish
He
you a good
just-
night, and I go to fist bump him.
He does not fist bump. He hugs.
Oh, okay, I'll take the hug. Sure.
The height difference.
The height difference.
So
I'm like tippy-toeing.
Hook, when you ask if Severe tells him everything, he just side looks at Severe and doesn't really answer.
Okay then. And I continue my quick escape from the room.
Okay.
Wait for me! And I go too.
I'm out.
I'm
That was
Okay.
a long time ago.
Yeah, I left after I called him Severe ass. So
I shudder to think what he's going to be like in the morning. Hopefully his friend will help him with his mood.
Hopefully.
Okay, so you guys pass through the night just fine. The next morning. Oh, oops, I missed it. Wrong. There we go. The next morning, you are brought back to the castle and brought before the king.
Oh, yay.
The king is slightly older.
Human,
Yes.
making sure.
Racist.
It's like, no, I'm just like,
You have to be careful with who you're dealing with because alliances shit. God, I'm being
So-
trained.
So, you're brought before the king, and the king doesn't even bother with introductions or whatever, but immediately opens with congratulations on a job most excellently done.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Majesty, and I bow.
I see Hook bowing, and I also bow. Just like
I'm fiddling with my
looking at him and just kind of like trying to figure out if this is what people do.
Is
The
he react? I
king
don't have my
actually,
mask on. Is he reacting to my veins?
he is pointedly not looking at you.
Okay.
You get the feel you're used to that particular reaction. He's not trying to be rude, but he's trying not to stare.
That's fair.
Okay.
But with the bowing, the king actually and waves for you guys to stand up. I was wondering if you would be so kind as to be willing to put aside your contracts and perhaps assist in a small town as part of their town council.
Oh.
Huh?
Well, heroes such as yourself generally have a better grasp on immediate situations, and politicians. Oh, don't get me started on them. He puts a hand to his face, like dealing with mayors and that sort of thing. People who are actually elected give him a headache.
Why
I'm
would
down, yo.
why would we be the ones to have the expertise to do that? We're mostly not talkers. We don't. We
But
tend to beat things.
We're more
yes.
doers than
Yes, but that is what this particular town needs. The last council, well, let's just say they were kidnapped and did not turn out so well.
Human King, what is council?
The king sort of chuckles. It is a group of individuals that make decisions regarding the welfare of the town. This particular case, the mayor has proven that he really does look out for the best for the town and is capable of making those decisions himself. However, he's not as security-minded as someone in that position should be, and I feel that your group would be better suited for the security side of things.
I would like to insight check him to see if he is telling us the whole story.
Go ahead.
We will be Wildlife Council.
Yeah, because
Hey, Akiva, can you delete my old token and put my new one in, please?
Oh, sure. I'm in here. He is telling you as much as has been reported to him. He knows that there is more to the story, but unfortunately, he is not in a position where he can get that information easily without it being suspect as to its validity,
Okay,
if that makes any sense.
a little bit, I guess. So
So we would
monarch,
be.
monarch.
So we would be security advisors.
In a sense, you
We're
would
like the
be.
strict parents.
Yes, you would be the ones that would be in charge of the guards. The ones, if you so chose to, if you chose, you could go looking for out and solving the problems yourselves, or you can choose to send guardsmen to do so. I do warn you, there are very few guardsmen for the town. It isn't the largest town in the kingdom.
Are we
I would-
going on behalf of you?
You would have my full authority to do as you.
I
you-
would.
As a representative of you.
Yes.
And we would be released from our contract with Captain Sophia.
Yes.
I look at Dixit.
I said I was down yo from the very moment he said you want to be a council of the city.
I hope you'll forgive the question, Your Majesty, but is there any? I have words in here somewhere. Do we get a place to live? Because living in a hotel or a tavern is going to be pricey.
Oh, of course. There is a council home, which you will be, you will have full access to. You will have your own private rooms and studies. There is of course a council hall for town meetings and that sort of thing downstairs. However, there is private quarters within the building itself for you.
I'm in.
Okay, I'm in.
I will be Council of Smashing.
Well, wait a second now. Are we expected to help to take part in the upkeep of this house ourselves? Take care of expenses such as hiring staff, guards.
You will be in charge, or you will be expected to make the choices in who to hire. However, the expenses for those are, of course, part of the town taxes.
Okay.
Question.
Okay.
Do we receive a salary for doing this? I know it's a terribly mercenary question to ask, but
Of course, it will be 2 times what you were contracted for. So instead of $30 gold per month, you'll be getting 60 gold per month.
Is there farms?
Ooh.
Yes, there are farmlands nearby.
I would ask if it's possible to get a letter out to my order. I would like to see more Blood Hunter representation other than just myself.
The king looks kind of hesitant at that.
This is partially what we are able to do. This is our job.
They are
The-
valuable hunters. He has
If-
proven himself more than enough.
If Datum Dragon needs it, then we all need it.
The king looks a little pained. The order itself, while many of the individuals, such as yourself, are more than willing to abide by the laws of the kingdom, the order as a whole refuses to respect the sovereignty of any ruler. And as such, until they are willing to do so, cannot establish their own base of operations within the kingdom.
Well, they wouldn't be establishing their own base. They'll be working for us.
If you wish to recruit or train individuals from within the kingdom, that I will accept. But I cannot condone allowing outside members of the order, especially with the recent issues we had with the cults. I cannot allow that level of autonomy to the order itself until they are willing to respect the sovereignty of this office.
Okay.
But maybe something we'll have to work on, Dave.
Datrum, you know that as far as respecting the sovereignty goes, the order as a whole is dedicated to the fight of good versus evil, rooting out evil using any methods they deem appropriate. Many methods are abhorrent to normal individuals. Although you use mutagens that mark you, you are at the very edge of what is socially acceptable, and there are many members of the order that go far beyond that. They would never allow themselves to be bound by politics in that way. So the king offering to allow you to have a recruiter come in or recruit yourself and train the locals is probably about the best you will get.
Yeah. So I mean, like, I can't just invite recruits from my order and then just call it a quote unquote training exercise.
You can try. You won't know the results of that particular action until you take them.
I'll consider it, but I mean, they would be under my tutelage, so.
Yeah, I don't see that ending well.
You guys don't know this out of character, by the way.
Yeah,
so.
this is an out of character conversation. Now, I will say, if the individuals that you have come to you are willing to, as the saying goes, swear fealty to the king, then yeah, they're more than welcome, because at that point they are citizens, not members of the order in the eyes of the crown.
Okay.
But they have to be willing to do that first and foremost before revealing that they are members of the order.
Okay.
It's an age-old problem that the order has dealt with in the past.
Okay. I wouldn't happen to have any extra the Hunter's Bane of myself, would I? The Hunter's Bane that turned me into what I am now, right?
Not at the moment. You can make some later.
I'm just saying, because I mean, we'll talk about it over Skype. How about that?
Yeah, we'll talk about that over Skype tomorrow, because it is getting pretty late.
Yeah.
One last question. What's the main deity of the area? And then I'm good.
There are several that are, in high favor.
Are my homies there?
Yes. Yes, they are.
Okay.
So, all right. So with the question still up in the air, I am going to go ahead and call the game for the night and give you guys a week to think about it.
All right.
Yay, I hope you guys hope you guys enjoyed that, despite that there was no actual combat.
Yeah, I did, especially for the Oswald and his mom, because that was so sweet.
That was pretty fun.
That was
Yeah.
I liked it.
Terrifying but fun.
And there is much more story available if you guys choose to go down that particular road.
That particular DLC.
But
We could listen to Taliesin Drop's voice.
But in the meantime, I hope everybody watching at home enjoyed as well. And until next time, you guys kick back, relax, and enjoy your games.
Bye.